Good morning, world. This is Revillia, also known as Revy, Rev, Mom, Mama Bear, various other things. I am going to be starting a new journey on the game Dungeons and Dragons Online. Now, I will say I'm a fairly experienced player on this, but I wanted to do a semi-free basic introduction. So I will be starting on a brand new account, so I can't use all my fun features, and I'm also going to be joining a different server. I do have characters spread throughout all servers, but my main home character is going to be on Orion and has been there for, let's see, about 7-8 years now. I'll always lose track of my anniversary. It's one of those things that blurs all together. Either way, I will be joining the lovely server of Galanda for this one. I think it's still fairly active. There was a few months there where a lot of people came over to Orion and went to Sarlona. Those are our most populated ones at the moment. But it does look like they have Galanda set up as the default, so I'm going to join this one. Character creation is fairly easy, very basic. I have got everything exactly like it would be if you were to set it up fresh. You do get 3 uh, characters to start with, um, but we're going to create one and hopefully apply a coupon that is currently going on right now as soon as we get done the character creation. As a starting character, I typically like to do something like a paladin, but let's go over a few things that they already have. So in the melee style, you can play the fighter, barbarian, paladin, monk. Some of those did not used to be free, so I'm glad to see that they've gone free now. As a spellcaster, you can do everything but Favored Soul. Don't worry, you can actually unlock Favored Soul through favor that you earn in the game. It's a little bit of a high favor one, but it does come free eventually. Everything else has been unlocked. Druid used to be behind the wall, so that's nice to see. As a specialist, let's see if my favorite class is available. Artificer is actually a not free one, neither is Alchemist. Artificer is my preferred class for a lot of things. It can be earned with enough favor, I thought. Um, yes, it does. You can earn it as well. Um, Otherwise, you got the Bard and the Rogue and the Ranger for special classes. And Iconics are completely hidden behind the locked wall, but that's okay. Um, These just give you a chance to start the game at level 15, which sounds great, except for if you have no idea as a beginner how to play this game, level 15 is not where you want to start. So, as I can't play my favorite, which is Artificer, I am going to play my second favorite, which is Paladin. I think Paladin is a fairly decent starting class just because it is fairly tanky, has a little bit of heals, um, and it can be easy to survive. Not the greatest DPS if you go the tank builds, but either way, I'm actually going to be ignoring these lovely auto builds. They are horrible. We're going to customize. This works pretty much like Dungeons and Dragons for anybody that is actually familiar with the game. Races that we cannot play are Warforged, Shifter, Tabaxi, and Asmar, but there's an awful lot of choices that we can go with, so Asmar is one of the better choices in this class. I'm going to go Dwarf on this one, though. I like to play a tanked version of everything. So, for Paladin, you do need both Charisma and Wisdom. Makes it a little bit harder to get your stats spread up a little high. I'm gonna need at least a bit of strength. The rest of this is going into Constitution. So there are going to be some minimums that I have to hit in both Charisma and in wisdom, but I don't need them quite yet. So I'll be able to get those with some basic gear inside the game. Strength is important, so I'm gonna drop my con and try to get that there. And dexterity is great, except for she's going to be in heavy armor carrying a shield. Intelligence will give me a couple extra points to put in to spend here. Good thing to have in this one is going to be a beautiful thing called UMD that will allow us to use spell casting items like scrolls and wands. Without that, you won't be able to use those if you ever get complete zero. Tumble is just so you can tumble. Don't need a whole lot. Might have to come back and put points in there again later in a different level as I level up. I don't. And then I like my Intimidate as a tankish character. Nothing like having to chase somebody around because somebody else is kiting everywhere. I am going to take... It's been a while since I've built this, so only show the special things. I foresee me using a longsword, and that means I will be getting this guy. That's his preferred weapon. And I'm going to take an early on shield mastery because I feel squishy as a new character. In this game, unlike a lot of the new editions of pen and paper, paladins are lawful good. That does restrict some of your abilities to multi-class, but that's okay. The dwarves have horrible hairstyles. My main character is with being Revillia is always a redhead. She will be a redhead through as many games as I can make her have red hair. Dwarves are hard to make beautiful, so we're just gonna make her tolerable. There we go. I should have the little pony. Yep. Nose. I like defaults. Lips. What can I say? I'm gonna try at least. Let's see if I can use my good old-fashioned name here. I do have a lot of characters spread throughout all these things. I may have actually taken my own username, or character name, and her last name is Pointer for some crazy reason. Hey, I was actually able to do that. Okay, from here, the next step we're going to do is, at least today through the 11th, I think it was, we're going to hit this immediately to buy count upgrades. This will bring up the store, and currently, let me make sure I get the correct coupon code here. Bear with me, bear with me. The code for this is going to be free DDO 2024. And if you missed this because you were not part of this channel when I started, it's often ran on a regular basis, probably once or twice a year. You can definitely hold out on attempting to get some of the stuff. Some is more important than others as in content, but you're well off from having to worry about that. My coupon has been activated. I just got all of these lovely DLCs, add-ons, whatever you want to call them, zones for free. That is an amazing ability right now. Like I said, it is good until go back to the screen. That is going to be running until February 11th, 2024, where they will be turning off that free code. So even if you're not sure you ever want to play this game, it's now to download it, at least get to this point, redeem that code. That is the basic of character creation. We're going to hit enter, and then I am going to stop this video. you end up on a lovely shipwrecked island, waiting for everything to load in so we can see our lovely friend
You
Jeets.
find yourself waking on a shore of flotsam. Memories of a
And
large
from
white
here, we
dragon
will talk
striking your
how
ship
to get
come
through
flooding.
this
You're
tutorial
awake.
level,
Oi, you ain't done dead,
tutorial
are you?
adventure on my next video. Thank you for watching.